So I think one of my biggest memories when I think about when I used to work in drug and alcohol rehab centers was really this like two-part frustration. I loved doing that deep work in a rehab facility. I really loved it. And I loved seeing my clients really kind of like embrace sobriety, new sobriety. You know, you kind of get those insights going, and they really graduate the program with all intentions of staying clean and sober. What I saw often was we would watch them graduate and we were wishing them well. And I always wanted to create this like stellar aftercare program so that as they left our facility, that they would really kind of have this support to avoid the relapse. I could never get to that program because we had our next clients coming into the rehab center. And so we would wish them well, and then I would hear days, weeks later that they had relapsed. So I really had a frustration with how do we get that aftercare program going when there's no time or energy or perhaps even resources to create an aftercare program? That was one frustration I saw. The other frustration I saw when working with someone in a rehab facility is that the family back home and the community back home were not doing any of their own work. Maybe they came up for family weekend, but they weren't really doing the work necessary to create that environment to support an addict in new recovery. So I was very frustrated with those two things. As I retired my license and as I was really thinking about what were my next steps as far as being of service to people that are wanting recovery, long-term recovery, and really supporting families and loved ones that have perhaps someone that's suffering from an addiction, I really wanted to create a program that could complement the frustrations I had from my rehab days. So what I did is I created two programs. Zero Relapse. This is the program for the addict that has gotten through rehab, that's graduated rehab, that wants to stay clean and sober and have long-term sobriety. This is their program. It is an in-home video 20-point program that is strictly designed for avoiding the relapse. And we go in deep with their own personal triggers, addict thinking and behavior, what truly motivates them, self-worth. And we really create this program to avoid the relapse and to really start feeling that long-term sobriety. The other program was for the families. So this program is called Zero Relapse for loved ones. And basically this program is what the family is going to be doing while your client is in rehab. So we have the family kind of looking at their stuff. How do they enable? How are they being codependent? How are they creating triggers and shame of the client so that they're creating the environment to support your client graduating rehab and being kind of like in that new sobriety space. So I really am proud of my programs, and I am hoping that you will consider these two programs to complement your rehab center, because your work is really with the client in that deep inpatient facility and really creating those beginning insights. My program hopefully can complement those two areas that perhaps you relate with of being frustrating to you. If you're interested, please go to zerorelapse.com and take a look at my programs. Thanks.